Right. So, as we are about to start like a phase of major transits, uh, I've already posted some articles on those transits like Jupiter in Gemini transit, Rahu in Aquarius transit. I have already made videos also around Saturn and Pisces transit. So now, like I will be making videos on these transits and their joint impact. Okay. After Saturn and Pisces transit videos, I felt like I should cover Jupiter in Gemini transit. Then I will make videos on Rahu in Aquarius and Ketu in Leo transit. Okay. Then I will try to make joint impact videos, like where Jupiter and Rahu are aspecting each other in air signs. So I will try to make videos on that. Plus, Saturn, Ketu, and Jupiter will aspect Sagittarius sign. So I will make a separate video on that. Okay. So we are starting this series of videos with this Jupiter transit in Gemini. It is happening from May 2025. Okay. Uh, Jupiter, as we know, like first of all, if we understand what is Jupiter, Jupiter, as we know, is the teacher, the guru. Jupiter is all about knowledge, guidance, counseling, teaching. So Jupiter is a very auspicious planet when it comes to like knowledge-oriented matters. Jupiter is also religion, philosophy, literature, wisdom, guru, spirituality, literature. It represents expansion of the things. It represents very guru-like people. For a girl, Jupiter also represents husband. Yeah. It is also karaka of husband, children, or family life. Gemini, it is the third sign in the zodiac belt, so it represents the third house energy of business, communication, traveling, communication skills, collection of information, and all the skills and interest that is represented by Gemini sign. So when Jupiter is coming into Gemini, it is like expanding these results. The transit period is from 14th May 2025 to 18th October 2025. That will be the first phase of this transit. Then Jupiter will go into Cancer sign for a couple of months. Then it will return, not even couple of months, 1.5 months. Then it will return into Gemini from 5th December 2025 to 6th June to 2nd June 2026. Okay, so we have two phases of this transit. Jupiter will be in Gemini from 14th May to 18th October. Then it will be in Gemini from 5th December to 2nd June 2026. Within it, it will go into like this retrograde phase between 11th November 2025 to 11th March 2026. So we can say about 4 months time period. When Jupiter goes retrograde, retrograde means reflecting back. We reflect back at things related with that planet. So we may reflect back on the things related with Jupiter, that is education, knowledge, spirituality, religion, philosophy, belief system, morals, values. We may also reflect back on things or people related with the houses which Jupiter rules through Sagittarius and Pisces sign. Also, things and people related with the house where Jupiter transits into Gemini sign in your chart. So first of all, Jupiter will be in enemy sign. Jupiter and Gemini Lord Mercury are enemies to each other. It is not cutthroat enmity. It is not like a harsh enmity where they are bloodthirsty for each other. Nothing like that. But still, it is an enmity, and enmity only means the frustration in the result. So Jupiter in Gemini can bring the result to us if we are putting our efforts in that direction, but we may remain frustrated with that result. Okay, we may feel that we didn't get the result as per our expectations, as per our efforts or desires. we didn't get that much of result. Okay, so Jupiter in Gemini transit can be beneficial, but we may be frustrated with that benefit. We may feel that okay, I should have got more result. Common theme around Jupiter, Gemini, and Mercury is teaching, knowledge gain, knowledge share, and communication. So, common theme means if we if we involve ourselves into these activities, we will be more aligned with the transit. Okay, if we get into any kind of like knowledge gain, knowledge sharing, guiding, counseling, learning, collection of information, then we can be getting better result of Jupiter and Gemini transit rather than rather than any other activity. um, it is also to be remembered like I learned astrology. I went into like learning about astrology and all when like Jupiter was going into Gemini the last time, 2013. That's when I got into astrology seriously. Although I started learning a few months before, like from last couple of months of Jupiter in Taurus transit, but I got seriously involved as soon as like Jupiter entered into Gemini. And last transits of Jupiter in Gemini and Cancer was like in 2013 and 14. I was like completely like into astrology and all these kind of things. Uh, so this transit is very good for any kind of knowledge gain and knowledge share. If people want to be like learning and teaching, then it is like great transit. It is in this transit can also give benefits from business because Jupiter is like Gemini is sign of business and Jupiter is your gains and expansion. So if people are in business setup of work, they can expect their business to expand. All the Gemini related traits will be expanded. Gemini is like your Gemini is like your business, communication, traveling, collection of information, also your self effort and all that all things will be expanded during this time period. This transit can also bring more travels as we discussed. So communications and information flow can be on high, but here is where we need to be like little careful as Rahu will be transiting in Aquarius. So Rahu, Jupiter, both will aspect each other. Rahu represents illusion. So it means that although information may be more and like we may be collecting a lot of information, we have to segregate what is like genuine information, what is fake information. Because of Rahu's aspect on Jupiter, this can even like create an illusion around information. So we may be given fake information also. That is also a possibility. So this is where we have to be careful, especially as we are entering into like this artificial intelligence age, where things are very like realistically fake, if I can say so, if I can use this word. Okay, like things are looking so real, but they are still fake. So this is where like we can have a problem in believing or not believing something. So always go for double check in whatever you are believing in. Also look at the intent of the person who is serving you information. What is their intent? If you believe in the information provided by them, will it benefit them? Okay, how it is going to benefit them? That will also give you an idea that if this information can be relied upon or cannot be relied upon. But as right. In relationship matters, we can still have some frustration because Jupiter is in Gemini, in enemy sign, and relationship between Mercury and Jupiter are not very pleasant. Although it is not again like cutthroat. Okay, It is not cutthroat enmity. It is like differences of opinion, disagreements. So you can find disagreements and differences of opinion with the people in relationship matters. It also shows that if people are having relationship issues, they should be receptive towards counseling in this matter. Then this any career related with counseling, teaching, and guiding is going to be beneficial. So we may see more online coaches, more online counseling, and all these things developing, online courses and all. Uh, so this the good use of like Jupiter and Gemini transit will be in knowledge sharing, knowledge gaining. This is the best use. It can also be better used in like business front. Okay, if you are in business setup, you can get better results. Um, when within Gemini, it goes into Ardhara Nakshatra because it represents your belief system and all. Jupiter and Ardhara is major chaos, major instability. People may go through a like major change in their belief system. Okay, whatever is their belief system. Okay, uh, we can see like many people getting into like business setup work, or at least having idea of like, okay, I can start this business, or I can start that business. Now from Jupiter and Gemini, it aspects like fifth house, seventh house, also ninth house. So Jupiter's fifth aspect is about education, guiding, and counseling. So it has the fifth house energy. So this is where we need to educate ourselves. Okay. We need to be receptive towards counseling when Jupiter is aspecting Libra sign. Libra is the sign of relationship. Libra is the sign of business. So other people masses, so they should people should be receptive about any advice counseling in relationship matters, any advice counseling in business matters, any advice counseling in like how to reach out to more and more people, advertising, marketing. Also, it is sign of peace. Okay, in current circumstances situations, we like desperately need some peace. So this also shows that people should be receptive towards the like any guidance and counseling which can bring peace between two warring parties. Jupiter's seventh aspect is all about sharing information. So Jupiter's seventh aspect is going on of like ninth house Sagittarius sign. Sagittarius sign is itself is the sign of education and teaching. So we need to like share our knowledge with people of different ethnicity, culture, and all, and we need to like publicize our knowledge. Okay, like Sagittarius also represents publishing things and all. So you may find people are like very much about publishing books and all, and publishing their ideas. Then, Jupiter's ninth aspect is going on to Aquarius sign. Aquarius is the sign of new age technology. Obviously, AI has already started impacting our life. So people will be very much interested in learning about AI and other like new age technology related matters with Jupiter's ninth aspect on Aquarius sign. It is about higher education. Ninth house is higher education, so ninth aspect of Jupiter is also about higher education. People will be interested in learning how they can reach out to more and more people through like new age technology, through this like social media and other platforms and all. That is it. And dashas, if someone is in Jupiter dasha, then obviously like 100% results can be there, either Jupiter dasha, Mahadasha, Antardasha, or even if the person is not under Antardasha and all, then also Jupiter's transit is 13 months long. 13 months long is a long time period. Okay, person will be having some impact of Jupiter. Now Jupiter rules two houses, Sagittarius and Pisces. So wherever these two signs fall into your chart, Sagittarius sign, Pisces sign, its results will be exhibited from Gemini sign. Okay. Like if you have Sagittarius sign in the seventh house, if you have Pisces sign in the 10th house, then seventh house and 10th house result will be exhibited from the house where Gemini sign falls into your chart. So those results will also be seen. This can also be like a important transit when if you are born with Jupiter and Gemini, because it means that you are going through a Jupiter return. Then Jupiter in birth chart shows your basic ability, basic potential to deal with Jupiter at your birth, and we need to improve on that potential as we go through different circumstances, situations in life. All those situations are opportunity to improve on our birth chart positions. As I said, like Jupiter will go through different nakshatras. So first of all, it will be in Mrigashira nakshatra. I and Nakshara is about materialistic desires. It is also about real estate matters, and also there we may find people can be like materialistically involved. It may be expanding materialistic desires of the people. Jupiter in Ardra can, as I said, like it is the time period where belief system can be going through like many major transformation because it is Ardra chaos. Okay, Jupiter in Gemini, Punarvasu can be rehabilitation. Okay. After the chaos of Ardra, rehabilitation is coming from Jupiter in Punarvasu. Punarvasu is where this counseling and rehabilitation kind of activities can be like more prominent. Right. There will be simultaneously other transits like Saturn in Pisces transit, Rahu in Aquarius, and Ketu in Gemini, Ketu in Leo. So we will, as I said, we will be making like separate videos for them. Saturn in Pisces videos are already there. Now, like after this Jupiter video, I will make one video on Rahu in Aquarius, one video on Ketu in Leo. Then I will make like videos on joint impact of like Jupiter Rahu impacting each other in air signs, and Saturn Ketu Jupiter impacting Sagittarius sign during next 1 year. Okay. Now, if we look at ascendant wise, Jupiter is going into third house Gemini for Aries ascendant. Okay, it rules there like ninth house and 12th house, and there it is like going into the third house. So it shows that person can be interested in like pursuing higher education in foreign lands. Okay, they can be traveling to foreign lands for their higher education, or like their higher education can be very helpful in their business matters. Their business can expand, their like communication skills can improve. They can have like more gains from their business. Okay, and they can travel a lot. That is also a possibility. Then skills interest can improve the benefits from or towards a younger sibling can be there. But in that situation, like a person may feel frustration because Jupiter is in Gemini sign, enemy sign. Uh, they can be seen as like guides or teachers in their field. So this is where like Jupiter coming into Gemini sign in the third house may impact. So all the third house related things will be like expanded in their life for for an Aries ascendant person. For a Taurus ascendant person, it is like eighth lord and 11th lord going into second house. Okay. So for them, it is second house transit. It shows expansion in the second house related matters like family, wealth, assets, and all. It also shows a good amount of gain from business benefits because it rules both the houses of business, 8th house and 11th house of serving humanity, 8th house of like serving other people. That business can be like knowledge sharing business. It also shows instabilities, ups and downs is coming into relationship with the younger sibling. Uh, and that may lead to some frustration. It also shows that this like mm, expansion in the family matters also, like maybe marriage, maybe a childbirth, and all that is also a possibility. Desires manifestation through an instability. Manifestation of desires is like 11th house, and 8th house is instability, and second house Gemini is enemy sign. So person may have their manifestation of desires, but while going through some change in life, while going through some instability in life, and that manifestation of desire may leave a kind of frustration type of feeling that all my desires didn't get fulfilled. Okay, so that is there with Jupiter in second house Gemini. But for financial gains, for expansion in the family matters and all, it is a good transit. Then Jupiter will be in first house for Gemini people. Jupiter in first house transit is always considered as like very auspicious transit, uh, because like Jupiter itself is auspiciousness. It is like all the positive things in life. So when Jupiter enters into first house, person feels like optimistic about the overall life. They feel more positive. It also shows a guru can come in life. It also shows a person can have benefits of marriage, children, and all. That is also a possibility. Jupiter rules the seventh house and goes into the first house. So this is like relationship coming to the person. It is also authority coming to the person. 10th Lord in the first house, but more authority if they are in business setup. Okay, if they are working in their own business setup and all, first house, then like more possibility of like authority recognition and all. Uh, Anyways, like Gemini ascendant people should always be in their own business, and if they are doing their own business, they can have this. Expansion for women, like Jupiter in first house transit is considered as like a possible transit for childbirth. Okay, so that is also a possibility with Jupiter in the first house transit. Like overall, like can see a rise or expansion. The negatively, it can bring lot of fat or obesity. That is also a possibility, and health issues related with obesity can come up. Okay. So, so that is what like Jupiter transit in Gemini for Gemini ascendant. For Cancer ascendant people, it is like sixth and sixth house lord, ninth house lord going into the 12th house Gemini. It shows that because of their work environment, they may go to for a like long distance travel. Sixth house is work, daily work life. Ninth house is long distance travels. 12th house is foreign lands. So this is where they may have an opportunity to travel to foreign lands through their work. It also shows they should be extra careful about their health. The sixth house is health issues, conflicts. Avoid your level best to avoid any. Try your level best to avoid any conflict. Try your level best to be aware and wise enough to avoid any illnesses and all. Take proactive preventive medication. Be receptive towards guidance and counseling when it comes to health related matters. Then Jupiter is ruling the ninth house Pisces. Okay, it is again like the scenario where person can go for foreign lands for their higher education, or they may find a religious guru or a spiritual guru. That is also a possibility. So this is what can happen with Jupiter ruling these two houses and going into like 12th house. 12th house is also your expenses and losses. So it can indicate that like person should be careful about their expenses and losses, and they should wisely spend their money. Otherwise, it can just expand your expenses. In matters of like spirituality, great transit. In matters of education, great transit. But person should be careful about conflicts and this health issues. For Leo ascendant people, this is like Jupiter is their fifth and eighth lord and going into the this 11th house Gemini. Okay. So fifth house and eighth house lord. Fifth house is like your education, guidance, and counseling, and also your first child or your children in general. Also your creativity. Eighth house is your instabilities, ups and downs, relationship benefits, in-laws, and business benefits. So Jupiter is going into Gemini. Okay, Gemini 11th house of gains. So it shows that first of all, like a person's gains can increase, just like Jupiter in the second house transit can expand your wealth. This is here also Jupiter in the 11th house transit can expand your gains and income and money matters. But as Jupiter is in enemy sign, a person will still feel that I should have got more money. Okay, that is also like the feeling they will have and they will get because it is in enemy sign. It again shows like a good amount of income from business matters. If they are in business, they can earn more. It also like fifth house is like education, eighth house is occult, research oriented matters. So research oriented education can bring gains to them. It can also be good time for rewards, recognitions, promotions. It can also be like a good time for having a child because Jupiter is aspecting back at fifth house Sagittarius. Okay, that is like. It is aspecting its own sign. So if other dashas and transits are indicating towards the same thing, then they can plan for their child also. That is also a possibility. Uh, but largely, this is like about making more gains. Utilize this time to make more gains so that you can be financially well off in future transits or future dashas. Again, business setup. The 11th house is also business. Gemini is also business, and the 8th house is also business benefits. In relationship matters, don't expect much because, anyways, Leo ascendant, Sun Saturn relationship, and Jupiter is going into Gemini enemy sign. So, a sense of frustration can be there if you lower down your expectations. Better time. Then for Virgo ascendant people, it is like 10th house transit. Jupiter rules their fourth house, Jupiter rules their seventh house, and Jupiter transits into like this 10th house. This can expand their authority and recognition. This can also expand their gains from their the 10th house related people like bosses, seniors, or father. With Leo ascendant, this is also a possibility. Gains from elder sibling. Okay. So that is also a possibility with Jupiter in 11th house Gemini. Anyways, coming back to like Virgo ascendant people. So it is like good time for their career, authority, and gains, recognition, gain of recognition and all. But again, as Jupiter is an enemy sign, they may get recognition, but they may also feel that I should have got better recognition. I should have got better results in my career. My like bosses or seniors should have supported me more. Okay, this is the kind of result. It also shows if they are looking for like property matters because Jupiter is aspecting back at its own sign in fourth house, like property matters can be better. Okay, like if they are planning for buying a property and all, it can be a good time if the shas and transits and other things are also indicative of the same. But when it comes to relationship at home or relationship with partner, Jupiter is an enemy sign, so they may feel frustration around it. They may feel like lack of results around it. Okay, so that is also seen from like Jupiter in the 10th house transit. It is good transit for getting benefits from authority figures, either your boss, father, or government. But difficult transit if you are expecting results from your family members or people at home. Um, it can also bring them the like recognition or image of a teacher or a guru. When Jupiter transits to 10th house, people start looking at you as a guru, as a teacher. So in your workplace, take up the role of like any role of like sharing knowledge. Okay, so even if you are in a corporate world, take a role of trainer. Yeah, someone who trains other people in a project. That kind of role. Okay, take up if possible, take up that kind of role. Any work where you are sharing your knowledge with people. Okay, that is going to help you. Then if we go ahead like Libra ascendant. For Libra people, like it is like third lord, sixth lord going into the ninth house. So again, it is like a good time for higher education if they want to pursue their higher education. If they want to follow a guru or a teacher or a counselor guide, that is like great time. But they may still have some frustration around their teachers or gurus. They may still have some frustrations around their like knowledge gain. Like, okay, I got this education, I got this degree or certificate. It is not of much use, or I am trying my best to get into this course or this like diploma and all, but I'm not getting I'm not getting like proper teachers or admission even. So that can be also be frustration. It can be a great transit for traveling. Okay. Because third ninth axis is of traveling. So this is like good time for travel. This is good time for writing things. Okay. For Aries and Libra ascendant both. It is like if you want to write a book or publish a book and all, that is like a great time period. This third ninth axis for traveling purposes, for writing book, for any knowledge sharing, knowledge gaining related matters, for teaching, guiding, counseling, and all. For starting a business, expanding your business, good time period. Okay. It is also like gains from like a younger sibling, so that is also a possibility. At the same time, like sixth house is your daily work life, so a person may be feeling frustrated from his daily work life. I'm not getting enough recognition at my daily work, or person may be feeling frustrated because of other obstacles of sixth house. That is like your health issues, your conflicts at workplace and all. That is also like giving lots of like this frustrations. Okay, because sixth house is conflicts and ninth house is belief system. Because you have your belief system, other people at your workplace or anywhere in the world, they can have their own belief system, and if you project or they project, it can lead to some conflicts. So try your best not to get into any conflict. Then for Scorpio ascendant people, it is like Jupiter is their second lord. Okay. It is second lord, fifth lord, and it is going to transit into eighth house. As I said, this was the transit like 12 years back, 2013, when I got in like seriously involved into astrology. I was always interested in astrology, okay, but the perseverance factor was not there. I was like, okay, I am reading for 1 month or like few days here and there, but not focusing. This was the time when the focus came. Okay, Like I specifically remember March 2013, I saw the first video on astrology, and then I just persisted with it. Okay, and it was not looking back. Okay, for next 2 years, I continued to study astrology. Okay, so this is this, and it was like the beginning of a new change in my life. So this shows that this transit for a Scorpio ascendant people can start a new beginning of a change. Okay, start and beginning is the same thing. So can make a new change in their life. Okay, then it is like second lord in the eighth house, so it shows some changes in the family. It also shows possible expansion in the family. It also shows possible expansion in the wealth. Wealth is coming through business benefits. If they are in business setup and all, they can have like good income, good money coming, good savings for them. It also shows like uh, the lots of research oriented knowledge is coming to them. Lot if they are in the mystical field, if they are into like meditation or spirituality and following lots of spiritual pursuits and all, they can have some mystical experiences also coming to them with this Jupiter and Gemini transit in the eighth house. It is also like the fifth lord coming into the eighth house. So fifth house is your education, guiding and counseling. So this also like is bringing big business benefits to the person. It also shows that if they have a child's life can bring major instability to them, major change in their life. Okay, then it also shows that the same thing. Person's spiritual belief system or spiritual pursuits can bring some like major transformations and major mystical events in life. So that is also a possibility. For money matters, good transit. Okay. Then for Sagittarius people, okay, Jupiter is like their first and fourth lord going into the seventh house, Gemini. So if they are looking for relationship, they can be in relationship in the next 1 year time period, and that is a big possibility with Jupiter coming into Gemini. Or otherwise also like Jupiter in the seventh house transit, as I am going through one, uh, it just increases your reach among people. More people come to know about you. More people like start recognizing you. That is what expansion of the seventh house also means. So relationship is also a possibility, but it can expand someone's reach also. It also shows that life path is going towards the seventh house related matters. So life path can be going through really going towards like business and masses and relationship. Looking after that, these type of matter, people can see them as a teacher or a guru or a guide or a counselor. Okay, very wise person and all. That is also a possibility. It also shows possibility of like uh, the the peace of mind is coming through dealing with the people. They may find their peace of mind the fourth house by dealing with the people in knowledge oriented matters. More they guide them, more they counsel people, more they share their knowledge, that is like good for their peace of mind. It is also like a person may think about doing their own business. But when it comes to like personal relationships, like people at home, people like in relationship matters and all, they may have a like sense of frustration because Jupiter is still in enemy sign. So this is like where differences of opinion, disagreements can come up again and again. Try your best not to get into any disagreements, or try your best not to initiate any disagreement. Okay. So that is what it shows. As Jupiter is aspecting back at its own sign in the ascendant, it shows like overall like good time period for overall life, because it is protecting that one of first house Sagittarius by its seventh aspect. Okay. Any planet aspecting its own sign is like protecting that sign. So it shows protection towards the first house, Sagittarius, or wherever Sagittarius falls into your chart. Then those house related things will be protected. If they want to like study further and all, great, good time period. Then Capricorn sign, Sagittarius falls into like 12th house, Pisces falls into third house, and Jupiter is transiting into their sixth house. Okay. So for them, it is like sixth house transit. Sixth house transit of like Jupiter is like all about knowledge gain or knowledge share in matters of like all the obstacles of life. Understand with Jupiter, there is one misconception that Jupiter expands and it expands only the good things. Okay, nothing like that. It expands whatever you give to it. Okay, so like as we discussed, like Jupiter transiting this 12th house, and I said they should be like taking good information and they should be receptive towards counseling in matters of their expenses where they should be spending money and all. Otherwise, their expense can expand. I said they should be receptive towards counseling related with their health. Otherwise, their health issues can expand. Likewise, for a Scorpio ascendant, it's eighth house transit. Again, should be receptive towards any guidance or counseling to avoid any major instability, ups and downs, accidents, surgeries. Then they can mitigate that possibility, or otherwise that possibility expands. Okay, so Jupiter expands anything you give, like positive thing, Jupiter will expand that thing. You give negative thing, Jupiter will expand that thing. So Jupiter in the sixth house, Gemini, if we are receptive towards guidance and counseling in health matters, if we are receptive towards guidance and counseling in conflicts and disagreements related matters, then we can mitigate the possibilities of like health issues. We can mitigate the possibilities of conflicts. But if we are not receptive, if we are not working towards that counseling, then your health, your illness can expand, your conflicts can expand. So try to be more receptive towards your like this health issues, and try to be more receptive towards counseling related with health issues, conflicts, also debts. Sixth house also represents your debts, financial issues and all. Any kind of obstacle, just be receptive. Plus, it shows that person's self-effort can be like going into the sixth house related matters. They can be following a work life of a business setup, or where they are sharing lots of information, knowledge to them. It also shows person can be like very good in writing things. Like it rules the 12th house, it rules the third house. Third house and 12th house is like third house is your writing, and 12th house is your imagination. Third house is your business, 12th house is foreign lands, import export business, or third house is efforts and 12th house is foreign lands. So efforts and are going into foreign lands, and it is happening through their work. Okay, but largely they should be like very careful about their health, as long as like Jupiter is transiting into like sixth house Gemini. They will always be feeling throughout this transit that there are many obstacles in the way. Okay, whatever is their desire or whatever they want to achieve things in life, and they may not be like able to achieve it, because they feel that like this is the obstacle, this is the obstacle, this is the obstacle. Okay, so Jupiter in the sixth house Gemini is telling them to be aware of like obstacles. For Aquarius people, it is like fifth house transit. After Jupiter ruling money oriented houses. For Aquarius people, Jupiter is like a money oriented planet. It rules their second house and 11th house, both money oriented houses, and it is going into the fifth house, Gemini. Fifth house is the house of again guidance and counseling and sharing your knowledge, creativity, and all. So they can get good amount of money from sharing their knowledge during this transit. In any business of guiding, counseling, creativity, and all, that is like the best thing they can do for expansion of their income, money, wealth, and all. It also shows that they can be learning something new. They can themselves be educating themselves. So that is also a possibility. Okay, with Jupiter in fifth house, Gemini transit. Okay, it is. If someone is looking for childbirth, this can be like a good time period for starting a new relationship. Also, Jupiter and Gemini is a good time period. That is also a possibility. But largely, it is like a very good time for money making matters. Okay, because Jupiter is aspecting back at Sagittarius, it is protecting 11th house of gains. So, a good amount of gains are coming. Okay. Then right. And then finally, like Pisces ascendant people, for them it is like fourth house transit. Okay. First and tenth lord like transiting into fourth house. What does it mean? It means that like for their career matters like good transit, like their expansion of like their recognition, because Jupiter will be aspecting its own sign Sagittarius in the 10th house of authority, recognition, and career. It also shows gains from parents because fourth house is the mother, 10th house is the father, so they can have good amount of gains from their parents. This fourth house is also your real estate matters. If they are like planning for real estate properties and all, good time period, but it is also like differences of opinion, disagreements with people at home. Okay, so that is also a possibility. But if they want, they can also start working from home in the business setup or work from in their own private offices. It also shows that life path is going towards home or mother related matters or real estate related matters, and career path is also going towards that. Okay. Again, it is like a peace of mind is coming from home. Okay. That is like they will find more peace of mind while being at home or working from home. But relationship at home with people at home can be like difficult, can be like frustrating. Not that difficult, but at least frustrating. Okay. So that there they need to like this let go of their hi-fi desires and all that. Okay. Uh, that is it. So as we can see, like with every ascendant, we are getting some good results, some challenges, which normally happens with every transit. Okay. So in this transit also it will happen, and obviously like follow that rule of always of the Jiva Karka, Jiva Karka. Okay. Uh, Jiva Karka means living significances, Ajiva Karka means non-living significances. We can have better results during a particular transit or during a particular dasha of non-living significances. So I may not have much great relationship with mother or people at home in fourth house, but I can still have properties. I can still have gains from like real estate properties and all. That is still possible. Okay, so we should be focusing more on like non-living significances. There we can have like much better results rather than living significance, because that living person has their own chart and they will behave as per your chart. You will behave as per your, they will behave as per their chart. You will behave as per your chart. And if things are not aligned, there will be friction. That is the main reason behind relationship conflicts. Okay. So this is what I feel about this Jupiter in Gemini transit. I will make next video on Rahu in Aquarius transit and Ketu in Leo transit, a separate video. Then we will have some videos on joint impact of all these transits, where the joint impacts are happening. Thank you. Take care.